Last year, the Board of Education's budget was frozen, and we had to eliminate 14 teaching positions, which impacted curriculum and delivery of instruction. As a result, even after redistricting our elementary schools, our class sizes were still too high. Even though our students perform well in standardized test scores, our school's educational ranking has dropped significantly over the last 10 years regarding the city's ability to pay. This year, for the second year in a row, the mayor has again frozen school funding, which means greater losses of essential teachers and other staff at a time when they are needed the most. The Board of Education is currently facing the elimination of 32 positions, including teachers, coaches, administrators, security guards, and psychologists. This also means no improvements to curriculum, no additional technology, no replacement of textbooks, and no new fixtures and furniture to replace broken cafeteria tables. Cuts to instructional supplies, cuts to building maintenance, and cuts to student activities, among others. Well, that is a burning question. Why does the mayor keep attacking Shelton's school system and the Board of Education? It goes beyond the fact that education is the largest part of any city or town's budget. That is a simple fact of all municipalities. That is the biggest responsibility all cities and towns must provide for their residents. Shelton's problem, after decades of poor fiscal management and a lack of a sound long-term financial plan, is basically broke. 4 years ago, the city had a $12.2 million undesignated surplus. The results of the city's 2018 audit, however, revealed that the city went broke that year. That was not caused by COVID-19 or rising special ed costs of the Board of Education. It was the result of poor planning, resulting in the Board of Aldermen's need to borrow money from banks. The mayor wants to put the blame on the schools. He and the Board of Aldermen President Anglaise continue to misrepresent to voters, insisting that the reason why the $12 million surplus disappeared was the Board of Education overspent $3.1 million over their budget allotment. This is simply not true. The math on the city side does not work, and they have been told in no uncertain terms by the State Department of Education that this assertion is untrue. The mistake remains with flawed accounting within the city budget. The only ones responsible for irresponsibly spending down the surplus are the mayor and the Republican aldermen in charge of Shelton's budget. What can we do? The mayor's hand-picked Board of Education majority will not challenge the mayor's education budget. A bipartisan Board of Apportionment and Taxation can question these proposals during budget hearings with public input. Both Republicans and Democrats have in the past worked together to reach consensus in this public process. Currently, the mayor is trying to force his budget past these boards without A&T review and public input, which is a violation of city charter. Shelton residents must work together to demand a fair and open examination of the budget process and how the city is spending its money. The mayor is intentionally ignoring a petition that calls for open hearings. Why? Because he thinks he can. If we all care about Shelton, we can't allow calls for honest and transparent reviews to be spurned by the mayor. Shelton needs responsible budgeting that positions the city for long-term success for students and the stability of our taxpayers. We need to hear other voices, your voices, in the process. Shelton deserves better. Our citizens deserve better. Our kids deserve better. Join us to preserve our schools and fight for honest and open city government practices. Thank you.